Welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan, and today I am doing a special collaboration with my friend Erica. I will have her channel and her video linked below in the description box. Please take the time to go check out her video and her channel. I really think that she is very, very special. And we are paying tribute to Mel Thompson. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, my hair is pulled back. I am ready to go. So first and foremost, the Chantecaille Lip Potion. This is my favorite lip treatment, and I usually put it on in between my skincare and makeup routines. I also like to use it at night if I remember. So as I stated, today's video is very special. Erica and I are both going to be creating completely different eye looks using the Sydney Grace Tiny Marvels palette. This palette was created in collaboration with Mel Thompson. The artwork on the front of the cover was actually done by her tattoo artist. She loved all of the creepy crawly things, which I can't say that I am the same, although I do love butterflies. The rest of the creepy crawly things I will leave for someone else. But I picked this up during the Christmas in July sale, and I believe Erica might have as well. She did a video shortly thereafter on her first impression of this palette. Neither one of us had tried it at the time. I still have not tried it. I decided to hold off. So I may have to do a couple of swatches just to see the pigmentation of the eyeshadows before I use them. But this is what the palette looks like. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think that there are just so many things that you can do with this palette. If you want to go bold, if you want to do a bright pop of color, if you want to do neutral, you know, or you could even do some neutral down here with some berry tones. There's just so much in this palette that you can really do. You can do one and done pops of color if you want. You know, you can do that darker smoky look. So I have a couple of ideas in mind for looks, but I want to see the pigmentation of some of these. So I think I'll swatch them first. That way, if you haven't seen it, you'll get a chance to see all the shades in case it's something you're interested in the future. So these looks will be a tribute to Mel. As I said, it is the anniversary of her passing, and honestly, I only started watching Mel maybe a year, maybe two before she passed. I just remember being drawn in. I don't remember the first video of hers that I watched. I do remember her doing a couple of reviews for Wayne Goss when he started his eyeshadow palettes and lipsticks, but I thought I was watching her before that. But I just remember being struck by her beauty, but also how genuine she was. You know, you could tell that she was passionate about what she was talking about. She believed in what she was talking about, and she wasn't trying to sell you on anything. She was just telling you her opinion and why it was her opinion. And I just felt like whatever she was saying, whether she was giving, you know, a positive or constructive criticism, it was just her honest opinion. And she wasn't trying to sway your opinion or get you to change your mind. That was just hers. And so I was very drawn in by her, and I really enjoyed watching her videos. So I'm really looking forward to trying this palette and doing an eye look in her honor. I do remember that she really enjoyed color on her eyes, and so I do think that I will try to do a bolder look today, or at least a more colorful look than what I'm used to, just to add to that tribute to her. I'm also excited to be collaborating with Erica. She is phenomenal, and I just love watching her channel. please take some time to at least check out her video to see what her look turns out to be. I know that she has this palette along with a couple of liquid eyeshadows, I believe, by Sydney Grace. So she was going to use those also in her look. So that's very exciting. So why don't we swatch these real quick? I don't think I've done that in a video yet, so I'm a little nervous. I'm going to start top to bottom, left to right. And the first one is called Web. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. So maybe I'll start over here. Ooh, that is a very pretty, you know, white. That would be a great inner corner color. The next one is called Tree Hopper. And this would be a good all over. Oh, that was very, very light. Let me try that again. It may just be because of my skin tone that it's just very, very light. The next one is called Fire Butts. And that is a gold. So you have your white, silver, which it does not look like that in the pan. It definitely doesn't look white. And then you have this gold, which kind of has, well, maybe not. So then we have Walk-in Stick. I believe these are all named after different bugs and creepy crawly things. I could be wrong. Let's see if I can do that. That's on a straight line, obviously. This would be a good crease shade for me. It's definitely on the cooler side. It's kind of a, I don't know what that color is. It's some sort of brown. So then we have Scarab, and this looks like a duo shadow. Oh yeah, look at that. It goes from like a bluish green, and then it has that red. Oh wow, that is crazy. That is crazy, huh? All right, so then we have Flutterby. And that one is very light as well. Okay, that's a little bit better, but that's very light too. So again, for me, that would probably be an all over shade. I might be able to build it up for the inner crease, but it's pretty light. This one is BB. Ooh, that is some yellow gold. This next one is Mantis. And that is a pretty, looks a little bit different of a green. I think it's supposed to be a little bit more of a, like a bright mint or something. But it looks a little bit darker on me. This is a shade I'm very excited about. It's called Meadowhawk. Oh yeah. That is cool. It's not a duochrome. It's definitely one of these. I mean, it does have a yellow tint to it, but that could be the light too, I guess, just reflecting off of it. So that's very cool. Let's see. And then we have Love Bug, and that would be the end of that line. That's kind of a mauve-y pink. So that's pretty. That's dark enough I could do in my crease or outer corner. I'm going to switch arms now, and I'm going to do Jewel Bee, which is the lavender shade. And that's very pretty. We have Marvel, which looks like a rose gold in the pan. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's gorgeous. This is Death Moth. So another brown. We have Bugaboo. Ooh, that's a nice like wine shade. And then Spider. And that is a gorgeous like espresso brown shade. I know it kind of didn't really swatch very well. Unfortunately, Spider seemed a little patchy when I was putting it on my arm, but hopefully it's not like that when you put it on your eyes. Although I don't know that that was a shade I was going to use today, so I may not be able to test that out. But all the colors were beautiful, and I was thinking about either doing this quadrant here, which would definitely be a deeper, darker, you know, smokier look that I could do, or I was thinking about maybe doing this quad up here, and that would be a little bit more, you know, neutral but with a pop of color. But this is very, very yellow, and I'm not sure how that's going to work for me. So my only other thought was to maybe do these four here, so I can use that beautiful color, and then maybe put these together somehow a little bit interestingly. So I don't know how I'm feeling about that. I really think I want to go for this deep look. I was talking with my friend Dion about the new Nomad palette that is very fall inspired, and there are some very bold colors in it, and I told her that I really loved it, and I've loved all the looks that she's created using it. And she said, oh really? She said, but there are some really bold colors in this palette. And I said, yeah, but I love bold colors. I tend to be very light-handed when I put eyeshadow on. I think I'm just nervous about, you know, it being too bold or too dark. But I do like those colors, and so I do want to try more looks that way so that I can, you know, play around and see how they work. And maybe I'll get a better hang of things. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I am using my BK Beauty brushes as per usual. And so I am going to take Death Moth, and I'm going to see if I just gently tap that in, about maybe putting that all over the lid. We're just going to buff that out. We don't want it too dark. That's a pretty color on me. I could just wear this by itself and be done. That would be easy, wouldn't it? Okay. One and done. Video's over. Just kidding. But I do know that Mel's channel is still available to watch. So if you are interested in some bolder makeup looks and, you know, someone who inspires you to be who you are and who you want to be, then I recommend giving her channel a look. I will have that link down below in the description box as well. All right, so I did that all over. I am now going to take Mantis, I think, and do something crazy. I am going to put Mantis in my inner corner. And in the very front part here. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I think the camera actually makes it look a little bit more like I've got a black eye that's healing, you know, when it starts to yellow. But I promise that's not what it looks like. All right, so that's different. Now I'm going to take Bugaboo, and we're going to put that down here as a kind of a V, not really, I guess, because that's not, but we're just going to go around and put some up here in the crease. Give it some dimension. I apologize if you can hear any snoring. My eldest dog, Jake, is taking a nap right next to me, and he tends to snore just a little bit. Let me know in the comments below if you've used this palette before, or if you're a fan of Mel's, if you watched her channel before. I don't think I really had any interaction with her, even on her videos. I don't know that I ever left a comment, so I don't have any stories like that to share with you. I just know that she was a big influence for me, even though we have, you know, different makeup styles, but just the way that she did her makeup and the confidence that she had was great. And, you know, it really makes a difference sometimes. Let's get that going up there. I think, because I'm worried about this being too dark, even though I did tell you I was trying to do a bold look, that I'm actually sweeping off more than I'm putting on. So we're going to try and fix that here a little bit. Yeah, I think that's better. And I'm going to take Tree Hopper, that very light shade, and I'm just gonna sweep that up here and kind of blend those colors a little bit so that they're not so stark. Oh, I just realized I didn't do my brows today. I did my foundation, but not my brows. So that's not bad so far. That green is definitely different on the inner corner. I'm getting used to it for sure. And I think I'm gonna take my ring finger to put on the Meadowhawk because I want to try and do it lightly, but I definitely want it to stand out. Wow, that's pretty. I don't know if this will do anything or not, but we're just gonna try and sweep that in the inner corner, in the crease. And then another little swipe. We'll do the side. I like to start on the outer corner and work my way in with any type of shimmer or glitter or, you know, foil shade even, because wherever you put your finger or your brush, that's where the majority of pigment is going to go. So if you start outward and work your way inward, if you want to do a different shade in your inner corner afterwards, you won't have to worry about there being too much product there, unless you just, you know, really packed it on your finger or something like that. But for the most part, you should be able to have a little bit less there. But I thought it would be smarter to do that green first. And there's just a tiny bit there. So I'm going to take Bugaboo, I think, underneath that lash line, just because that's what we used in the outer corner. And so it'll look a little bit more unified. And I only go about 2/3 of the way. I mean, I stop about here, right before my lashes stop, but just because sometimes I feel like if you go all the way across, it can be a bit much depending on your eye shape or even just the type of makeup you like. If you like a softer look or a lighter look, then, you know, you don't have to eyeline, you know, everything. So, wow, that color is gorgeous. It really, really is. So I would say that this is probably not a lot bolder than what I normally do, but it is definitely a little bit more colorful, more shimmery than what I tend to do, or metallic, if you will. But I think that that's really pretty. For me, this is perfect because it is colorful and it is brighter than my norm, but it's still true to who I am with the color and with just, you know, the look. So I really like this. I am going to use, I think I'm going to use the Ash Satin Kajal liner from Victoria Beckham. And I am just going to, I think I'm going to do it on my upper waterline, do something simple, just, and then I'll put mascara on. So once those are done, I'm back. I did just the Ash eyeliner on my upper waterline, and then I used the Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara on my upper and lower lashes today. I just wanted to see how that looked with it because I did put, you know, that color underneath, and I just feel like adding mascara on the bottom lash line just kind of helps make it pop a little bit. But I think that that look turned out really pretty. I'm going to add a little bit of blush to my cheeks. I have the Chantecaille cheek shade in Bliss, which is their Butterfly. Oh, you can see that. And I'm just going to use a little bit. This color is very light on me, but it does add a nice, it's almost a little bit like a highlighter. It's pretty to wear on top. But it's not super sparkly. It's not, you know, super bright or anything, but it just has that little bit of pigment there. And there, I think there's some on my brush from another shade as well. So I'm kind of getting a mixture here, but it's just a little pop of something. I will have all of the products listed below in case you're interested in any of them, as well as the brushes. And I will also have Mel's channel along with Erica's channel and her video listed below. Please make sure that you check those out. Go visit Erica. If you're coming from my channel and you don't know Erica, please say hello, that you came from my channel. If you happen to be here from Erica's channel, thank you so much for taking a chance on me and watching my video. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, lips, of course, can't forget that. I'm going to use my lip liner from Chantecaille in Discreet. Let me pull up this palette, the mirror. I like to put my lip liner all over the lips, not just to line them, because when the lipstick fades, it leaves, you know, you have at least the liner underneath to kind of help. It's also nice to use liner all over if you're putting on a gloss, because it just helps even out all the color. And I think because of the eye look, I don't want to do anything too bold, but I do want to do something a little darker. So how dark do we want to go? That might have been better with that other eye look, to be sure. I'm going to use my Chantecaille Brilliant Gloss in Love and just keep this simple. This is a nice hydrating gloss. and it just has the perfect amount of shine. That might be a little too pinky pink, but it's just simple, and you know, maybe we want to try the dark lip and see what happens. So I'm gonna dab this off. So you can still see a little bit of the color. And I am just going to dab on this Revlon Black Cherry. It's $4.77. This is the cream formula. I'm not a big fan of matte formulas, and I'm just gonna dab this on. I know it's probably gonna look weird. Normally people just swipe on lipstick, I know, but I don't want the color to be too dark. I want it to be a little bit more than a stain, so we'll see how it goes. That's pretty. I don't think that's too bad, but I don't think it's the right shade either. Let's try darker. I actually think darkening it up made it a better fit with the eye. You know, because even though it is a lot of color and everything and shimmer on my eyes, it's still, I guess, light enough that, you know, the darker lip actually looks okay. Oh, should have put liner back on first because it looks like that bled. Let me see if I... There we go. That helped blur that a little bit. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. It's different. It's different for me, but I love this lipstick. I just, for fall, and fall is hopefully around the corner for Florida. I just love that color. So thank you so much. This video may have been a little bit longer than I anticipated. I apologize. I was just really excited to try this palette, to do a look that hopefully Mel would approve of. But also I needed to swatch it first. So hopefully you didn't mind going through all of that with me. And again, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I would love to have you as part of my community. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've tried the palette, what you like about it, and maybe what your favorite shade is. So I look forward to seeing you again. And please take care of yourselves and stay safe. Until next time.